Hello friends, welcome to the third part of the MCQs related to Chaucer. We have already covered 24 questions and the link to those videos I'll provide in description. Let us continue to our third video where we will cover question number 25 to 36. Let us start with part 3 today. In this part, we will cover question number 25 to 36 and some additional facts as well. For the link of previous two videos, you may check the description and please do not forget to share and subscribe the channel. Question number 25. Which of the Chaucer's works celebrates Saint Valentine's Day? Correct answer is option number A, Parliament of Fowls. The idea that Valentine's Day is a day for lovers is thought to originate from Geoffrey Chaucer's Parliament of Fowls, a poem written in late 14th century. Next question, question number 26. Troilus and Criseyde is written by which of the following writers? The correct answer is Chaucer. This is an epic poem by Geoffrey Chaucer which details in Middle English the tragic story of the lovers, these titular characters, Troilus and Criseyde. These are the lovers in the story. Troilus and Criseyde set against the backdrop of war during the siege of Troy, the War of Iliad. It was written in rhyme royal and probably completed during the mid-1380s. This is a probability that it was completed during the mid-1380s. Here comes question number 27. One of the portraits in the prologue is that of the wife of Bath. What is Bath? Obviously, we are talking about Canterbury Tales. The name of the town to which she belonged, the name of her husband, surname of the lady, the Christian name of the lady. It is actually option A, which is the correct answer, the name of the town to which she belonged. Bath is the largest city in the county of Somerset, England, known for and named after its Roman-built baths. One of the female storytellers, the other one is Prioress. One of the female storytellers, the wife, has a lot of experience under her belt and she has traveled all over the world on pilgrimages. The fact that she hails from this town Bath, a major English cloth-making town in the Middle Ages, is reflected in both her talent as a tailor or seamstress or a fashion designer and her stylish garments, and Bath at that time was fighting for a place among the great European exporter of clothes. So this is the name of the town, option number A. Next question, question number 28. One of the following works is not a work of Chaucer. Which one? The correct answer is option number A, Owl and the Nightingale. Owl and the Nightingale is a 12th or 13th century Middle English poem detailing a debate between an owl and a nightingale, the titular characters, as overheard by the poem's narrator. It is the earliest example in Middle English of a literary term known as a debate poetry. ये fact भी आप लोग याद रखिएगा, known as a debate poetry. There is no certain information about the poem's author, actually, even of the date or date of composition or even of the origin. So, Owl and Nightingale, that is the correct answer here, not written by Chaucer. Next question, question number 29. Which of the following is Chaucer's prose work? Correct answer is option A, Treatise on Astrolabe. Option A. Geoffrey Chaucer is considered one of the first great English poets that all of us know. He is the author of such works as the Parliament of Fowls, Troilus and Criseyde, Canterbury Tales. Humorous and profound, his writings show him to be an acute observer of his time with a deft command over many literary genres. Readers of the Canterbury Tales might be familiar with the Chaucer's prose from the Parson's Tale. This is also a question that we have covered कि कौन सी tale prose में लिखी गई थी. That was the Parson's Tale. Chaucer composed two other major prose works, Boyce, a translation, and this one, Treatise on Astrolabe. The other one is Boyce. ये भी आप लोग याद रखिएगा. Next question, who has been called the morning star of the Renaissance? The correct answer is Chaucer. Geoffrey Chaucer has been called the morning star of the Renaissance. Chaucer was the English writer who lived during 14th century, very famous writer. He is considered to be the father of English language, father of poetry. And that is the reason we can call him even the morning star of the Renaissance as well. Next question, question number 31. Which of the Chaucer's work has the Trojan War as its background? Option number A, Troilus and Criseyde again is the right answer. It is an epic poem by Chaucer which details the tragic story of the lovers, the titular characters Troilus and Criseyde, set against the backdrop of Troy War, the siege of Troy. It was written in somewhere in 1380s. Next question, question number 32. Which of the following poets wrote a famous poem mourning the death of Chaucer? Answer is option A, Huckleave in the Governale of Princes. In the poem, Huckleave refers to his teacher Geoffrey Chaucer, who is considered one of the greatest English poets of Middle Ages, probably written during 1411 to 1412. Next question, question number 33. The Canterbury Tales is structured as parody, folk ballad, melodrama, or frame story. The correct answer is frame story. What is a frame? Frame is where we frame something. A frame story is basically when there is a major story and within that story we find that story, some other story is being told by the characters of the story. That is why it is called to be a frame story. There are some characters and those characters are telling some other story. Next question, question number 34. In the prologue to the Canterbury Tales, Chaucer's characters are on a religious pilgrimage, part of a wedding party, in a writing club, or on the way to the Holy Land. The correct answer will here be on a religious pilgrimage. Option number A. Next question. Which Canterbury pilgrim carries a brooch inscribed with the Latin words meaning love conquers all? The correct answer here is the prioress. Option number A. She maintains a secular lifestyle, including keeping lapdogs that she privileges over people, a fancy rosary, and a brooch inscribed with these words. These are the words you can see here. These are the words here. Love conquers all. These are the words which she carries over her brooch. Here comes question number 36. Out of the 24 stories of Chaucer, what is common between Tale of Melibins and Parson's Tale? Options are here. These tales were told by Chaucer himself. They do not figure in the Canterbury Tales. These two are the only tales told in prose, or none of these. The correct answer is option C. These two are the only tales told in prose. Let us understand and revise Chaucer with the help of these bulleted points. The first one, Chaucer was born in reign of Edward III, lived through that of Richard II, and died the year after Henry IV took over the throne. So the three kings, Edward III, Richard II, Henry IV, please remember these names. He lived between 1340 and 1400. He was a courtier, traveler, ambassador, a literary figure. William Langland was his closest contemporary. ये हम questions में भी cover कर चुके हैं. At the age of 17, he received a court appointment as a page, or you can say as a servant, to the wife of Duke of Clarence, who was Edward III's third son. Next point, he remained on diplomatic missions to Italy, where he came across Petrarch and Boccaccio. On the accession of John Gaunt's son Henry IV, he was granted a royal pension. He was the first non-royalist to be buried in Westminster Abbey, which afterward came to be known as Poets' Corner. John Dryden called him the father of English poetry. Matthew Arnold called him the earliest of the great moderns. G.K. Chesterton describes, if Chaucer is the father of English poetry, he is the grandfather of the English novel. Chaucer was highly influenced by these Italian writers Virgil, Dante, Ovid, Petrarch, and Boccaccio. Let us remember the names of the Chaucer's major work as well. Roman de la Rose, The Book of Duchess, The House of Fame, Annalida and Arcade, Parliament of False Boys, Troilus and Criseyde, The Legend of Good Women, Canterbury Tales, the most important, and a treatise on the astrolabe. If you will remember all these facts which we just discussed, all these names of the major work, and you will go through all those 36 MCQs again. You will cover all the major points about Chaucer and will surely score better in your exams. This is the link to the first and second part. Please go through those parts once again to make this topic, Chaucer, a concrete topic for you. Please do not forget to share and subscribe the channel and provide your valuable feedback in comments. You may join the online classes to cover all the topics in detail, and you can click the link in description to have a query. Thanks for watching and best of luck for your exams.